Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a couple of Easter gift ideas out of felt, something really simple, and we're going to try and stick within the colour palette of this month's OCF Creative Challenge. This is what I'm talking about. If you follow One Creative Family on Facebook, you'll know that we do this challenge as a monthly thing and anyone can join in. You can tag us on Facebook or Instagram with your monthly challenge theme. So I'm going to be using the colour palette, which today is greens and blues and yellows, but I'm also going to be using other colours. Now for these gift ideas, you can do this with either felt or craft foam. Either would work and look just as cute, and instead of gluing it together like I'm going to do today, you can also hand stitch these to make these a little more professional. But I am going for simple and quickness. So first you need a jar or a glass that is the width of the container that you want to make, and preferably has a straight shape and a flat bottom, because we're going to use this as our template. We're going to take some of our felt. I'm doing my bunny one, white with colourful details. I think I'm going to go for 7 centimeters. 7 centimeters, and I'm just going to measure that across. Now to make this more of a solid structure, I'm probably going to do this twice with my felt. So you want to cut your strip and you want to measure around your glass, and you want it just to overlap a little bit. Just mark a little overlap, and then you can cut your strip. And then a little bit that I've cut off, I'm going to cut into to make my bunny ears. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm just going to cut 2 bunny ears. We're going to start constructing our bunny. So I'm going for pink here. I'm going to roughly draw out the inner part of my bunny's ears by just making this a bit smaller, and then fold it in half and cut 2 of them. So you want to put them inside your bunny ears for now. We also want a cute little bunny nose. So I'm just going to cut myself a little triangle, and then I'm going to round all the edges. I have a creamy colour. I'm going to take myself a creamy colour, just a little bunny face muzzle. Like this. I'm going to cut that out. So that is going to go on here with my little nose, my 2 bunny ears. So the first thing, remeasure your jar, glue that edge. You don't need a whole lot of glue. Then you want to draw around your base. So, excuse this. You want to put it on and draw around it. I'm going to cut it out. Now to get this to glue on, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue at a time around the inner edge, using my jar to support my glue gun so I don't actually put too much glue. I'm going to do half and then set it on there. This is why you want with a flat base, because you can set your piece of felt on and just pull it up. And then just do the same thing again on the other half. And as long as your jar is underneath it, you can press the edges together. Now any little spots you've missed, just go back and fill them in with a little hot glue. And then just squeeze the edges together using your jar to support both this side and the bottom. Now that's going to give us our main structure. And to make this a bit more strong, you can go around it with a second layer of felt. Okay, so I've got 2 layers. Now I haven't glued them properly together. I've left kind of the top lip open because I'm going to join my ears and slot them between. If you're doing this with only 1 layer though, just put your ears to the back of your piece. So I'm just going to stick these on. Oh, helps if I get it in the middle. And then I'm going to glue them in between the 2 pieces of felt. I think it will just give it a more polished look. Just find the front. You want your seam at the back, so find your front. You don't want to spread your ears too far apart either. So kind of like this. And make sure they're both sort of at the same level. And then I'm just going to glue that in at the back. And then glue it at the front. Like so. Then we're going to glue on our little bunny face. I'm going to eyeball it. And then we just want to put the nose. Okay, now it's looking good, but it's also looking kind of boring. So this is when you can add any decorations you want. I'm going to put the googly eyes on. I think a couple of pink cheeks as well. So I'm just going to take the felt and just couple them matching. The more details you add with felt, the cuter it's going to look. One here. Now Easter's a great time to buy those kids kits, craft kits that usually come with felt and all Easter stuff and googly eyes. So literally 1 kid's cheap craft kit would be all you would need to make this. I think I actually got all of this stuff in a craft kit. I'm a child that just buys crafted stuff. So I'm just putting a little blob of hot glue. I'm just going to use some black felt to make whiskers, so you just want to cut some really thin strips, 2 for each side. I haven't decided on the length yet. I think maybe cutting these in half. I'm not going to glue them all the way, just here. Them a press. Don't even think he needs a mouth, but I am going to give them a bow. So I'm going to burn a little bit of this. I'm going to start at the back end and attach it there. Like so. Then I'm just going to measure all the way around without sticking my hand to the hot glue that is still there. I'm going to just give myself a little overlap. And then I'm going to glue it halfway. So where the bow is going to be, because the ribbing can sometimes, the hot glue will show through even. So I'm just going to adhere it where that is. and then adhere it at the back where this is. So to make a bow, you basically decide on the size of bow you want. I think this is a good size. Then you cut off your ribbon, leaving yourself an overlap. You can just make the usual tied bow, but because I haven't got enough of this ribbon, I'm going to do it this way. So you make yourself a loop that you bring together, and then you use your leftover ribbon to glue this to the back like so, and then you tightly are going to pull it around the middle, and you're going to try and be tight. You might have to first bunch up your ribbon and then just wrap it around. A few million times like so. Hot glue it. Watch your fingers because hot glue is very hot. Then you can flatten out, position your bow very prettily, and then glue it on. I usually like to glue it on here, here, and here. So that you don't burn yourself. And then just hold that on until it cools down. I have an A6 clear packaging bag. Now most crafters have these kind of things in their house. You can get them really easily at places like Home Bargains or B&M. And I've just bought an assortment of little mini eggs that I'm going to open it up like so, and I'm going to push it into this. We're going to cut off the adhesive part. Now to make this more secure, you can hot glue it inside, but I'm not going to bother because I want them to be able to remove them. And I'm going to start filling this up with all the different eggs that I bought. Okay, once you have done this, like so, you want to arrange them very neatly together. A little elastic band. You can tie this with string, with wool. I first like to put an elastic band on, like so, as you can see. And then I'm just going to tie this ever so neatly. I just like it to match. And that is the cute little gift idea. It doesn't need to be a rabbit. You could make this a chick. You could make it absolutely any design. It would also look really cute if you made a cupcake, an Easter cupcake, put it in a wrapper and fitted it in there. If you like this video and you want to watch more of the things I make, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you. Bye.